Mm. Okay, it looks like it works now. Uh, um. Okay, it looks like it works now. Ooh, there's like, I didn't notice that before. There's actually more panels up here, but you can't actually look directly up. I don't like this particular HUD. Like, it's like, even if you did kind of like, you'd have to move the chair back, or at least to have better vision. Those two monitors up the top. You know, when you actually do power-ups and stuff like that, like, what would be cool is animations. Like, you actually will click things on and off. Maybe not like entirely. I'm gonna have to try and get a crew later, maybe. But right now it's like, it's twilight. I don't think there's anyone actually on chat. Like, this is it. Why? Why does it do this? I can't. Wait a minute. Tab button's not working. Why is it not working? No chat's broken today. Happens occasionally. It's supposed to be free fly this week, isn't it? And I'm like, what do I do? Went out this morning to go get bottled water because I won my last bottle, so I bought 2 more. It's gone down in price by 10 pence. Yeah. Saved 20p today. 20p! But I had to buy Lucasade. Lucasade went up in price by 10 pence a couple of weeks back, so kind of wasteful pricing, you know, especially when it comes to food. You know, food is so expensive because of overhead costs, right? But like, there's so much wasted as well, because they can't guarantee that everyone like gets food. And it's alright. We'll be eating Silent before too long. Kind of funny because the movie Silent Green kind of predicted where we are today, because it's set in 2021. So I'd assume we go into like communism like by the end of the year, and America gets completely screwed, like royally. Not gonna happen though. It's not a future I believe in. There are lots of things that I don't believe. They're just, it's difficult to kind of like have faith in the future if the future is just constantly people just drumming on about how bad it's going to be. I'm like, nah, dude, it's going to be fine. I'm optimistic. I have God and anime on my side. You know, you can use that excuse. But yeah, slap this on. Making sure that this is actually streaming at a kind of Do you know the GeForce now like is well, it's GeForce experience. It's actually lightweight and it's really high quality. It's pretty good actually. I've been using XSplit for like years, paid for it as well. Like, I've been paid user of XSplit, and I can't use XSplit with games like this because it won't run smooth. It just won't. Diary, it's horrible. You get like issues with audio, and that's 1% Quantanium, which is like dog shit. Most of it's quartz, so that even if I did get that back, it would be like max 20k for 1%. Not worth it. But then again, when I say it's not worth it, you could go flying around for about an hour and you could find like absolutely no other Quantanium nodes whatsoever. So is it worth it? Is it not worth it? I don't know. Not like I've got a buddy going around checking out for all the nodes and leaving me like, you know, can't do cartography needs to be, we need cartography in game at some point, like, because that's what the Carrack and all the Pathfinder ships are designed for. Scanning and collection of basically planetary data and asteroid mining data and stuff like that. They can either keep it or they can sell it. And because they've got long range scanners, they can literally scan a wider area, but they can't get specifics on mining nodes. And I don't know like if that's going to change with introduction of drones, and they can like do that RTS clicky stuff and then just send drones out to the nodes to actually deep scan. I don't know if anyone saw like was it Sequest DSV, and they had like little drones that used to fly out around the submarine, because the submarine was like high pressure deep space, deep sea. I mean, you probably couldn't go that deep anyway. The pressure would literally buckle anything, but they used little drone things called whiskers, and the whiskers would actually be able to see in the dark, etc., because they use sonar and stuff. So they'd send back relay data and they'd be able to have GPS coordinates. Essentially that's how it works. So I would say that would be a good idea for like the space salvage and stuff like that, is using whiskers, you know, little drones that are able to be more nimble and have you know, they have to be filled up with whatever hydrogen rocket fuel or whatever, which is great, but like they would be quite nimble and fast, so they can like literally shoot out and then find rocks and scan them and then just move on to the next one. So every time you scan a rock, the drone will fly out to the rock and check what minerals is in that rock. So this is like you get your normal ping scan, and then you get your deep scans from the little robots, and you can have like multiple. I mean, in the Carrack there's like that little drone bay, and you also have, I think there's drone bays in the Reclaimer as well. This is one of the things that really annoys me, is because these are the larger rocks, but you can't scan them because they're bigger, and I haven't got them all yet. I think that's what you break them up with, but I might be wrong about that. I haven't quite got out there with them all. What's really weird is that you basically, I don't know, my point of view is just not very good. The POV in sort of like in the game It needs to be adjusted. I think lens-wise, things need to be a little bit like more. You need a wider field of view to be able to see stuff, because it doesn't make sense that you've got like these little terminals here. You can slide back on the chair a little bit more. And I have to actually kind of like do a little bit of a cheeky one to get that much information in, because there's no way to adjust the resolutions for the was it 16:9? Fun stuff. Please tell me I can scan these guys. No. This is one of the bugs that I get quite a lot, is that you get nodes that just have no minerals in them, or if they do have, like, that's Quantanium. You can tell that's Quantanium because the Quantanium has that orange hue to them, like the little speckles of orange and gold. So if I could scan these, yeah, see, it's like an irony brown, so an orange colour. This one here is the same. So these are usually Quantanium nodes. You can always tell distinctively what they look like. Can't do anything with them though. I'm trying to earn just a little bit more. I might actually just go down to Daymore with my cutlass and go find some hardnite nodes. Hard-on-nite. So yeah, that way at least I know I'm actually gonna get a sort of like a sort of a constant steady flow of income. This is just too, it's really rewarding if you get the nodes, but I haven't had nodes for like the last 2 days. Like they just feel like they're empty. I hit the 5.1. I got the mole, tried to use the mole, realized I needed mining hits, so that's another, what, 400 for parts next, so 400. The mining heads alone are going to be like, was it 100, they're like 100k each, and I can't tap any nodes with in space with the mole right now, because it just won't allow me to decimate them. I can't crack them. Can't be cracked. Not with the stock mining lasers. I need to get the Helix mining lasers. It's the only way. It's the only way. I've been up since like 4 AM. Better to get like maybe just a little bit past 3 actually. And I was like hungry, I was like, okay. I'm literally eating peasant food right now, but it's actually good peasant food, so I'm fine. I'm like a shade away from bean burritos and just eating pure like rice. I got like packets of rice that you microwave. I used to just like try to do rice, but I don't, the whole process of boiling and stuff like that, I'd rather have something that's in preservatives and then a baggie. 2 minutes and done. I've got to limit sort of like my the things that I can do versus the things I used to be able to do. Cognitive behavior changes after a spinal injury, believe it or not. It's, get hit in the head, you know, it's no joke, you know. Why the whole thing about concussion. There was that movie with Will Smith, wasn't it? And all the NFL players were all getting they're all going mental and stuff because they got compound fractures and stuff. And it's not just the brain, it's actually more the spine than the brain. And I don't think they actually went over that. I mean, it does affect it if you have a lack of blood flow to the brain, because the spine is actually pinching on nerves and stuff, and there's no oxygen getting to the brain. It will just starve out and start drying out in parts and start seeing decaying in the brain. It's like having Alzheimer's and shit. So and then I had to kind of find out about this stuff by basically proxy. Doctors aren't going to tell you this shit because doctors know jack shit about anything. You know, they're all in agreement about medication is the thing that we need to prescribe you because that gives us money. But curing you is kind of not in our best interest. But we have your best interest at heart. While we murder everyone. I mean, death at the moment is very profitable. You know, I'm pretty sure that, letting people catch the coof and pass away alone, it's bad. It brings the vibration of the planet down, but not really, because what's happening is the people that are dying are actually low vibrational anyway. So people who are not in that state of victim mentality aren't going to die from it because they're basically able to keep themselves alive. Sustainability and moral comfort, yeah. People don't get it though, reality is perceptual. As long as you don't believe in harmful things can't really do much. You have to give them power before they can do anything. Which is why things words like racism and shit, they have so much power, is because for literally for maybe two and a half decades been drummed in, and the last time they actually drummed it in to kids back in the 60s and 70s, and then it stopped. New administrations, and they were like, no, we don't like communists. It's demoralizing, man. This whole communist stuff was demoralizing. And now you've got big tech are on board with it because they've got the sort of people that are actually, they seed it into the schools, and they seed it into technology, and they seed it into workplace and so on and so forth. There's some companies that are they're really headstrong, and they know when it's happening and when to say, get fucked. I just don't believe that a lot of companies are brave enough to actually resist it. And a lot of them are just they're worried that the shareholder, because they're on the stock market, this is the thing about the stock market that people need to really just understand, is that when you float your company on the stock market, you essentially have given up your power, so to speak. You've given it away to the banks for profit. You've sold out, and the stock, so basically the flows of stock and stuff like that is just to say what your company is worth. It's on paper. You never see that money. That money is just it's ether to you, right? You're in debt still, and your company could be worth millions, right? But you're still in debt, and you can't pay that debt back because you have to pay it back through obviously hard work and graft, and banks take their cut and stuff like that, and the shareholders make money off of your stuff, and they're investing, so they're making sure that your company stays afloat. But the thing is if you have an opinion that doesn't fit the mold, the shareholders can just withdraw that funding. But they don't. They just sell your stock, and then your company becomes less popular. So all the stock is about popularity, really. Basically, this company is really popular. Oh yeah, great. It's like advertisement, basically. You know, if your stocks are quite high, then people are going to want to buy your products because they think that, you know, your products are good, and you'll get notoriety because the banks will actually want to invest in it. It's not, they don't really want to invest in anything they've been told to. It's the whole point. It's like a flow state, which is why the people that are really good at playing the stock market can see the patterns. They know, they kind of know the flow. They can feel it. It's like a Jedi thing, right? You have to be very well informed to see the flow patterns there, which is looking into sort of like how much things are worth, how much the projected profits are supposed to be, and so on and so forth. And it's just it's beyond me. I'm just a simpleton, man. I should be working in a field plowing like fucking dirt. What Jesus, you know, that's what God intended for humanity, man. It's just to be farmers and fucking. We decided to start building shit, and then we started like tricking each other with dumb shit and trinkets. But the thing is, it's like the idea of one sort of like the cultural deities, like was something we taught in school, right? About Anansi the spider and the calabash, and the way that he can create shit, but he didn't want to share it with humanity, and like God wanted to share it with humanity, and he just wouldn't. I mean, Anansi's kind of like Sun Wukong, like he's a spider animal. So Sun Wukong is a monkey. They still have animalistic traits, and that's kind of like the part of humanity that is sort of like selfish, sort of animalistic side, because it's the easiest to corrupt. You can corrupt people through their animalistic urges and stuff, because urges are subconscious in terms. It's like your survival instinct. If you can override your survival instinct and control your own sort of your own will, the will of your own, like basically if you know something is morally wrong, you have gut feeling, right? That's usually learned. But you can override it, right? And they call that confidence or something, and in some people it's psychopathic, you know, because they just override sort of like a lot of shit to gain indulgence, and it's sort of selfishness, so animalistic in nature anyway. I just can't understand psychopaths, although I can't really empathize with a psychopath either. And I can't empathize with most people, actually. They said that I'm pretty emotionally dead. I'm emotionally flat. Because it's communication, it's part of communication that I'm actually shit at. I don't think there's any of these rocks are going to pop up and say, hey, I'm mineable. I think they're just going to like show up and say, nah, you can't scam me, bro. You can't scam me. They're going to John Cena me, man. Dude. Oh, dude. By now I would have gone back and forth to Port Olistar with like rich bounties of minerals, but I'm going to go this way. Actually, we'll go Salam, and we'll half jump, and we'll try and get it right under that little misty asteroid field.
Quantum travel engaged. Engines off. Engines on. Quantum travel complete.
Good. Oh, so yeah, just over what, 20k, 20 kilometers away. So, okay. There's a lot of stuff going on in the sort of like Star Citizen community, right? I'm kind of cut between sort of like the content creators that I actually watch, and there are some I like and some I kind of like like the information, but sometimes the content isn't all there. There are really, really informative channels, like Subliminal is really informative. If you want to learn how to like switch out your parts and what parts are going to work and how they work, that's the guy you talk to. That's good too. He's done quite a few good loadout videos. Board Gamer, pure information, just basic. Download if you want to know what's been going on in the week. There's like 2-3 videos a week going over like what's been said at CIG. He just basically regurgitates information and just makes it audio. So whatever's been read, he'll just make a video on, which is great for me because I don't like reading that much. Textual information just doesn't even go in my head. It just like I look at the patterns and I say, "Oh, look, words." There's Eradicator just lately has become very negative about the project. So I mean, the last 4 or 5 videos, it's been just basically Salty Mike, on the other hand, you know, it's constant, it's debate videos, so basically I'll have a podcast, I'll bring people on. Morphologist kind of like, pretty much the same as Subliminal, but with his information is more about the design of the ships. It's good, it's just talking about like the ships and maybe some hardware. Noobify can go get fucked, because I don't like him, he's an asshole. And I'll say that to his face if I ever meet him. He just doesn't get it. Get lost in his own sort of like, he wants to have something that starts and is never going to become. And because he can afford to get all this fancy shit, I think he's like he's probably a pilot in real life, which means he's a no-life person. I mean, imagine wanting to play video games of something that you do for a living. That's alright. Anyway, yeah, there's that. And then there's DG 360, great. Again, he's one of those people that does live streams. Is very interactive with his community. I haven't watched much Rexzilla lately, but Rexzilla again as a streamer, like streamer-wise, like I don't really enjoy watching streams as much as I used to, because it used to be kind of like you want to kind of like watch people and how they play, in order to kind of like get some sort of like ground idea of how the game works. Yeah, it's sort of like the Dark Claw, great streamer to watch, same as Detox. They're both very similar. Moist Noodle, he's a generic, he's just a generic streamer, but he's a PvPer, so you know, but he just comes across like you're sort of like your factory model streamer, like 100% turned out a factory floor. I mean, if this was like Westworld, he would be like the factory model of a streamer. I don't know. There's other ones as well. I think I've been watching like I think Cobra TV. Cobra TV just reminds me of someone who would play maybe Minecraft or other games aimed at children, but like Markiplier. He's that kind of streamer, yeah, the Markiplier type streamer, like the oh wow, I'm totally excited about this. I'm really excited. I mean, I'm not talking shit about him, I'm just saying that's my observation, right? And I don't know, people like that, they're role players, right? So I guess that's what we get out of it. If people enjoy watching that content, I can understand why. Other content creators in the community, I don't know. I mean, there would be like Zockley, but Zockley is Space Engineers, and he's played Star Citizen a few times. I mean, I've been following Keem Software for like a long time, since the first rendition of Space Engineers, and I really want Space Engineers to be bigger than it is. I'd like it to be like more like Arc, yeah, like have servers loop together, have jump gates, have new star systems, make it so that you just load into new star systems instead of like you just join a server, make all the servers bigger, and then just have everyone play on the same server. Like if they can figure out server meshing, kind of like Star Citizen. But it's the same as Dual Universe, right? The Dual Universe is like a mixture of Space Engineers and sort of like Evil Online, right? Or Elite Dangerous, I don't know. I haven't played Elite Dangerous and I haven't played Evil Online in a very long time. I didn't give it much of my attention. There's sort of games like you pick up and then you try to get into, but you just don't feel like intrigued enough to warrant much of your time.
Scan complete.
I'm using a sort of like a key macro on my mouse to basically roll the mouse wheel forward period of time. So when you're doing shields as well, so I play with a Razer Naga, so I got that 12 buttons, and you got it bound to numpad, so I can quickly adjust the shields. So I'm kind of like, I'm looking forward to that sort of like phalanx style shield. I don't think it's going to come into game for a while though. Like we'll probably see it maybe December with the 4th quarter patch maybe, or 3rd quarter. I don't think it's going to come with the 3rd quarter patch.
Extraction mode on. Scan complete.
100% diamond. Saw a screenshot on Twitter, I think yesterday, and someone posting 100% titanium node, but it was on like a planet, and I'm like, yeah, you know, that's like, it's like about a 900 yield, mass yield, and it's been split 3 ways, so it's probably like about, you know, half a CU card ago.
Scan complete.
Max. I mean, I rag on people all the time.
Fracturing mode on.
It's just, because I'm not a deceptive person, I'm actually quite honest. Ragging on people is I mean, if someone rags on you and you know it's true, don't get offended by it. No, because at the end of the day, the only person that's lying is you, and you're lying to yourself. If someone rags on you, you should take that criticism, you know, don't take it to heart. Take it to heart, there's obviously something wrong with your personality, and you really need to adjust yourself somehow, because the whole world's not going to adjust for you. They need to adjust the prices for the minerals though, like seriously, there's some like, gold is like, titanium, and there's no other periodic table elements, it's just the basics. It's like about 6 different ones, and then you've got some fancy minerals, and we still haven't got gas mining and sort of like liquid mining, because you know, it's sort of like some of the research bases, they've got those little those pumpy jack type things that are like laying around. Now anyone who's playing Star Wars Galaxies would know what they are. that's like an oil, or it's like a mineral mining machine that just pumps into the earth and then just sucks up all the oil, and you're supposed to empty it out or whatever. That would be nice if they put stuff like that sort of mining in game for like rich minerals, like deep rich minerals, like you'd have iodine and stuff like that, like really, you know, like agricultural minerals. after you, mate. I'm probably gonna blow
Scan
up.
initiated.
Not a good
Scan
idea.
complete.
Please get a drink. I had a Coke, zero vanilla. I don't know, like, this is the thing, is that you remember back in the day, Coke used to be like different. They changed the ingredients over the decades. And probably put more like,
Warning. Power critical. Warning. Power critical. Warning.
just pump that shit up
Warning. Power critical.
in case. Boom! That took out 3 slides, man. Hell, dude. Alright, well, screw this game. I'm gonna go land. I might actually swap out to the cards, actually. I think it's a little bit better to do it that way. This is like one of the worst years, like, of any history for the current generation, man.
Quantum travel engaged.
Horrible. Because it's the most oppressive, and we're being oppressed by our own governments. And people are just like accepting it as if it's normal. It's not normal. It's so abnormal. Rectangle. Oh, the trailer for Dune came out, right? And I'm not gonna say it's bad at all, because it's not. It's one of those. It looks exactly how you would expect it to be. And I can sell whatever I've got on me. So, rectangle. The ECN is up. I had to actually talk to people. Like there was a guy yesterday who was wondering why, like the dude he just attacked didn't get crime stat, and I'm like, yeah, dude.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
It's a satellite. He turned the CCTV off.
Landing gear
Cameras
down.
are off, bruh. No cameras, no crime. No cameras, no crime. That would be a cool t-shirt, actually.
Front collision.
ECN. No cameras, no crime.
Successful.
Yeah,
Landing complete.
bruh. Open. This doesn't open quicker than this one. That's funny. It's like go up to that door and it's like it doesn't open, but that one does. No cameras, no cry. But I don't get copy striked for impersonating Bob Marley. Oh no, I haven't got dreadlocks, bruh. I'm not vegan. Why would I have dreadlocks? No cargo, no cry.
Unattended on launch platforms will be returned to storage.
I am wearing the best armor set. Look at that. 10k. Absolute peanuts. So again. Probably won't. Never mind.
Designated as an armistice zone. Tampering with weapon safety protocols is
I need to reset my account again at some point. Because this annoys me. It's when I see multiples. Really like them to kind of like figure out why that happens and fix it. When I hold love.
for our guests' safety. This station has been designated as an
God doesn't
armistice
speak
zone.
in my
All weapons
head.
currently disabled.
Alright, man, I need the CBG oil in it.
Our
automated system is unable to access that ship at this time. We apologize for any inconvenience. Please try again later, or select a different ship.
Hello, cat. What do you want?
We kindly ask that guests exit airlocks as soon as it is safe to do so.
I'm gonna come up for a cuddle in a minute. Go down and get a drink first. Otherwise I'm gonna be like, "Dad, you gotta move!" And she's gonna be like, "No!" I'm gonna have to say, "No, you gotta move!" She just wants treats. Do you want treats? In your face, dude. You can see that. You can see that on your face. Come here.
Space may be lonely, but you don't have to be. Save on resources and expenses. Join the ship share program today and fly together. To prevent traffic, we ask that all arriving pilots use the designated landing areas. Launch platforms are for departing ships only. Please be considerate and avoid obstructing airlocks. Thank you for your assistance. We advise guests to please use caution upon exiting the armistice zone, as weapons will once again become active. This station is a proud member of the Ship Share program, encouraging travelers to save resources and fly together. For your convenience, our automated ship organization system handles storage of all vehicles. To access your craft, consult one of the terminals located throughout the station. For our guests' safety, this station has been designated as an armistice zone. All weapons are currently disabled. We kindly ask that guests exit airlocks as soon as it is safe to do so.
Okay.
Welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online. Landing gear up.
I think it's Daymar I usually go to.
Please visit again. Please
Quantum
visit again.
drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Okay. Oh, nice. That's where I want to go. So go to ArcCorp, mining 141, which is the average place. This is the best place.
Quantum
On a
drive
quiet
is
server,
now
it's
on.
pretty calm.
Quantum drive is now off.
Blech. See, the problem is when I do the resolution change, like basically to get a wider POV, it screws up my horizon meter. It makes it all squished up.
Contact.
What's this? It's a Reliant core. It's empty though, so he might be a miner. I might not actually be able
Front impact
to spawn
warning.
it, to be honest.
Landing gear down. Deck impact warning. Front impact warning. Landing complete.
Waiting for the places to spawn in. Very annoying. There it is. Okay, we can claim it, that's good. So,
Systems activating. Systems on.
Thank you, and please visit again.
I will, eventually. Open. Oh, that's good. Sometimes it locks it. I don't know why it does that, but it'll lock it.
Contact.
Black button there as well.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Like a dumb trick, but it works. 30k, like what will happen is the rock should actually go back to the platinum bay. Only in the case of like sub crashes there.
Launch complete. Front impact warning.
But time to go prospecting. Doot, 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 doot. What would be cool is actually being able to make railways. I think this gets repainted at some point. Like they've actually done. I think it's like the 4th time they've done a repaint. One of the things I really don't like is just like the rocks everywhere, especially on the sands. Like on the open sands, there should be no rocks. This open. Oh really? Must have claimed this. Doesn't really matter.
Weapons offline.
I usually do this where I just turn my IR signature like off, just bare minimum. Try not to boost. Keep as low profile as possible. It's fun to do during the dark, but you can see absolutely nothing at night. Okay. Back at it again. Have to clean them all now. Just, oh yeah, man, we're gonna have sandworms and everything, right? That'd be cool. I think they can get away with it. Just have to go to like Brian Herbert and say, dude, we want to put sandworms in the game. Just make it kind of like, would that be cool? It's not like they're as long as they just don't look like the Lionsgate Warner Brothers, you know? Which looks cool, by the way. I am pretty sure. All those like long teeth and shit. I guess that's how it breaks up rocks. It looks like
Front impact warning.
no. I have to disagree with you there. Okay.
Deck
Let's
impact warning.
settle that down.
Front impact warning. Deck impact warning. Landing complete.
If they can make sand actually behave like sand. I mean, with the 30 series, pretty much, if the game requires a 30 series card, like, oh, that'd be cool. No, let's just hope this doesn't do a kind of like a weird one where it won't pick up anything. Because that happens occasionally. Sweet spot. Oh, I'm really thinking it was all gonna just like be picked up at once. Anyway, come on, dude. This is worse than picking up by hand. Picking up by hand, you have to validate every time you pick up. It takes like 3 or 4 seconds.
Weapons off. Weapons on. Weapons off. Weapons on.
I don't know if there's actually a more powerful reactor I can use. I think. This is what drives me nuts, is the fact that they just basically they sit on the floor and they don't move, and then when they do move, they fly across like on Earth, and you have to go find them again.
Launch complete.
Tasty. I really need to cut back on it though. It's really bad. It's got like a lot of EDTA salt in it, which isn't really good for you in high quantities. It's funny how they put like things like EDTA and stuff like aspartame. Aspartame is in like sugar-free drinks, right? It's a sweetener, but it's also phenolphthalein or whatever. So it's an amino acid. It's actually kind of really supposed to be good for the body. I don't know why I'm scanning those like that. Like I can't harvest them. I'm not thinking at the moment. My brain isn't working right now. So like phenolphthalein is like you find it in sweetened drinks like Coke Zero and stuff. And it's you know that, and then you get things like aluminium and stuff. God, heaven forbid, like we. This is the thing. It's like there's Food Administration Board in this country is kind of strict on certain things, but at the same time, pretty sure a lot of this shit is actually really bad for me, but by my biology type, because I'm not eating, because a lot of our foods and stuff are imported from other countries, and we don't really grow our own. We just export it. You really should be eating this from the soil of your homeland. Like importing potatoes and stuff, it's all fair and good, but like nutrition isn't for you because you won't be born in this part of the world. I mean, it's okay if you kind of like leave the country and go to another part of the world where they import food from your country. You know? It's all like electromagnetic as well as stimulus. I'm crazy, by the way. Lots of logical beliefs that most people would understand. why in 100 years humanity is going to be digital. And games like this will be stuff that people actually have to do for a living. Because everything else will be automated. Like a glove. That was clean. That came off. Sometimes it's like really dirty and they just eat it off. This cargo, like, it's a thing, like, if you can get clusters and you have a prospector doing scouting for you, you can do the taps where you just have the prospector tap the nodes for you. Because with the helix you can literally take it like in a few seconds, it just goes bang bang. Or you could have like people with hand mining and just hoover it up that way. Maybe you have the freelance with like about 3 or 4 rocks in it. Freelance max, obviously. But the problem is the freelancer max is shit for handling. See, this is the reason why the Cutlass is so good. Got the best handling for most atmospheres. There's a VTOL as well. Did you see that? Just like flew over the rock. The rock fell over the rock. Hello. What's you want? Coming up here. Come on. Okay. Just shove those away. There's more. And now it's getting dark. I like flying with the lights on. Cool. Hello, you. My cat sounds like a pigeon. It literally coos. It's like, coo. Oh, did you find the trees? No. Fabulous. Come on, dude. There's no shield on the rock though. Do you know, like, they could have like a special edition rock, like a cargo edition, which is a tractor beam, like a sled. And then you could have a power loader. Dude, power loaders would be cool. Oh, do you have a power loader? Yes, I have a class 2 rating. They're good. More fatty, you know. I'm so glad she eats treats though. I used to get like the meat sticks and she wouldn't eat the dry ones, but like, where's the other cat? Like, Angel passed away in February. I mean, he had a really long life, so he was about, you know, he was starting to get like really screamy and stuff, so his immune system was breaking. Yeah, thank you. That's my desk. Yeah, it's gave up. It's, he was like catatonic, so to speak. He just basically stopped moving. He gave up, which is sad because it's like you spend like it was 3 days it took him to stop, like actually to pass away. And he was just laying there, just breathing very shallow, and his heart was beating so fast. He must have been tripping balls, man. Seriously. And it's just sad. It's just the way that things go, especially in this sort of like time frame. I was by myself for and I couldn't go out. I couldn't have anyone over. No one, even if I did have anyone to come over, they wouldn't anyway. My dad, I love my dad to bits, but right now he's changed so much since this whole thing. This pandemic, it's become very, I don't know, a lot of my family are just not where they're with regards to sort of like the understanding sort of morals and stuff like that. I mean, he's doing his online church stuff, but yeah, it's not the same, man. It's like you gotta have faith, go to church. Oh, I can't go to church because of lockdown. No, great excuse. You don't need to be the same, man. What did I do though? Come on, dude. Okay. Trying to focus on the stuff, it's just really distracted by the longer any input now. There we go. Nice and easy. You know when you want to say one word and another word comes out? That's what happens. It's like Tourette's. You sure? Come on. It's just like picking at those wounds. I don't like complaining about the shit. But like, this is fine. And I've just rubbed chili sauce in my eyeball. Well done. Actually, to be honest, doesn't really hurt. So like, yeah, rubbing, like, some of the worst pain that I've actually had is, in the eyes, like, things like, you know, like Vicks Vapor Rub or something. You can rub that under the eyeball. But chili sauce is nothing compared to Sananga. Sananga is like some plant medicine. You like just pour the drops into your eyes and it really just stings. Like you might as well just pour like some sort of like lemon, just squeeze lemon into your eyeball. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like lemon in the eye would probably be the less uncomfortable. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm never gonna try it. come on, fill up. The thing is once you fill it, like, this is the thing, like, okay, so with regards to sort of like the way that the prospector works versus the way that the rock works, the rock is reliable. It's a reliable ore collector, hence rock. But you can only get like gems, and there's only certain places that you can get them from. However, prospector is more profitable for short-term pulls if you have the luck on your side. And the last 2 days luck hasn't been on my side, so I've had to return to rock. Boring laser rock. If I get a full adamite load, I should be able to probably afford to get like those 2 helix lasers. I might actually just buy one, to be honest. I'm not chasing those down, I'm just gonna like leave it. Careful with the laser. Cause no trolling for you. Which I think was funny, but yeah. Hey, what if I won't use stream elements, I should actually get stream element made up. Pick the channel. Yeah. Come on, dude. No way. This was actually going to be like a tractor. They're a bit like a template. Hurrah! I've successfully frozen the washing up. sometimes this happens. Sometimes you have to kick the ramp. Dude, like, they better make it so like ships can be customizable, so you can actually get like different types and styles of ramp. Way. That was fun. Might be able to write it. We'll see. It will just keep spinning when it, like, really slowly. Let's do this. Obviously you're gonna be a monster. I'm gonna have to nudge the guy. But my thing, dude. Get down to business, to the vida home.
Front impact warning. Deck impact.
Hey, I don't think it's letting me though. It's not even letting me keep it. I wonder if the chainsaw knife is in game yet. This brush me, dude. Okay. I want it to kind of like flip a little bit more. It's soft, right? Son of a... It's handy, wasn't it? And people wonder why I don't like mining the rock. Nothing to do with the speed at which it can do it. It's all about the ferrying and the parking and the risk of it flipping upside down and you taking about 20 minutes to bloody get it back into the bloody cutlass. You go, oh yeah, you can make lots and lots of money really quickly. I'm like, yeah, but what happens when it kind of like flips upside down? And you spend ages trying to rectify it. Don't think of that. You don't think of the time it takes you to set up and basically to fly all the way to Platinum Bay to go spawn it. And keep it on VTOL for a bit. Gotta check the squares out. This is on flat sand, so we should be fine. Ooh, hello.
Front impact warning. Deck
Nice there.
impact warning. Front impact warning. Front
No.
impact warning.
I'm not going for you, dude. I can't even see you, dude. performance. I'm just hoping like when we get ranks and stuff like that, and basically advanced scanners and stuff, and we'll be able to like buy more advanced ones. But the thing is like the way that they've got the systems work, basically. My personal opinion on the way that the ship parts should work is that they should work in performance ratios, which means that you need a specific amount of power to run a certain part, but also each ship chassis has a requirement basic, which means that, you know, for instance, there's certain weights, it can only hold an X amount like of weight, so you get shared amount of mass for certain components. Like it says, yeah, okay, well you can fit this in, you can fit an advanced scanner in, but you can't fit this in, or you have to give up like maybe your, you know, something like an extra cooler or something. You have 2 cooler slots, but you can only use 1 cooler. However, like if you use this, you'd have to use this particular power plant, which is low heat, so it doesn't overheat and stuff like that in order to use that. So it kind of forces you to have to use specifics, and then they can have the randomizer sort of like splicing, like a way to change the ship's component stats. And to do that, you know, like reverse engineering and stuff. This is the thing, Star Wars Galaxies had it way before its time. Like how to have a loot system that works really well.
Deck impact warning.
But yeah, I'm thinking they really need to just like take a leaf out of that book, so to speak. I don't know how close I can get. This is the one thing about landing the ships, is that if you're on uneven terrain, that's no good. Come on, dude. Naturally enough people. Let's go up. Have to make it so awkward to get to. Alright, yeah. All these.
suffer from retardation and emotional difficulties.
Huh. Okay. What is this? Hopefully they change it so like there's a different mining laser. Okay.